Yeah, no, I just jumped in to like tell folks, hey, I'm making some content on this. I just joined, cool format, all that, say hi. And I was reading some of the stuff, and I'm like, man, you guys are friggin' savages in here,
Yeah.
like, getting after each other. Yeah, people are catty, man. Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Like, it was just really weird. Like, I jumped in there, and there were some folks talking about some key Magic personalities.
Yeah.
Mr. Rudy of I believe as he calls it Slapnut Investments, or whatever he calls it, on his channel.
Yeah.
And they were just like going to town on the poor guy, and I'm like, like, I don't know, man. Like, the guy's making money. I mean, like, that's kind of how capitalism works, I think.
Absolutely.
And they're like, oh, well, he uses his channel. I'm like, well, he uses his channel as a platform to do it. I'm like, well, yeah, probably does. I mean, but people still are obviously getting something out of this. All right, Blood Rager, that guy's a big time old beaten.
It is a big time old beaten, but
all right. Well, at least it's doing some nonsense that looks a lot more fair.
Yeah. Please, dudes.
All right, here you go.
Time to post it up.
Yeah, you gain that one life, man. I gotta take just lightning bolt damage off your 4/3.
No problem.
Bolduvan Hordes come a long ways, right?
Oh yeah. That card was $20 in standard in the 90s.
Well, unwarranted. Let's be fair. Like, very soon, folks realized how overrated that card was.
Well, absolutely, it was just not.
I almost just want to let this resolve, but I'm gonna pay it. And if you have a land, I'm gonna punish you for not having played your land.
Oh God, I wish I had a land. I would have played my land. I totally would have.
I assume you would have, but hard telling. All right, so, all right, here you go. Blue nonsense time. Really would like to draw a Cloud Post. That card is kind of a, sort of like the engine of this deck.
No.
All right, on to 13.
Don't worry, stuck on 2. It's okay. Still winning.
Yeah, I mean, at least you have a 4/3 for 2. I mean, like, that's not a bad thing to do on 2. You know what's really good about 4/3s for 2 that you have to discard a card for is just replaying them a bunch of times. So, I think that's probably fair.
Well, to be fair, I don't have any mana to cast any other spells, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Let's just shock your face here.
All right, I'm shocked. Get it.
This is the only opportunity. Yeah.
Oh, Glyphkeeper and Balms. That's what it does. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good one.
It is. Okay, go. I got double shocked? Damn.
I know.
So aggressive.
Wow.
Should I just repeal this dude again after it resolves?
I'll do it.
I'm just going to dissolve it because I actually want to find the land drop. Cool, land. Put it on top.
I wish I had a land.
I'm kind of glad you don't. I mean, you just you got me down to 9 with 2 lands. So, given you are playing a second color, which is probably means that your live draws are getting a little worse, or could be worse. All right, cool. Land.
Wow.
Post.
This is insane.
All right. Well, I am going to do this here to look for a land. I just drew for the turn. I found a land. I also found the engine of the deck, which is Precognition Field. Play land, say go. All right. Feeling okay about this. I mean, some more Glimmer Post action would probably be good. All right, nothing. Could just get burned out in this game.
Anything could happen.
All right, Island. Go ahead.
All right, let's see a land.
All right.
Bam. Forest.
Oh, no. Forest? This card's so great. Like, this card feels so good. Spell burst, like blam.
Okay. You got it, man.
I really didn't want to do that, though. I actually wanted to chase his engine pretty badly and draw just more nonsense. Oh, well, that's one of the better draws in my deck. All right, go ahead. Actually, you know what? I think it's important that I get a threat down here. Yeah, I made my land drop. I don't need to chase Ingenuity per se right now, and I can do it for a lot more next turn. So there's my only win con. This is the deck's only win con, other than like you just drawing all your cards and milling naturally.
No problem. Or I could just not draw a land for the next 20 turns. It'll be good.
Yeah. I mean, you got to get those Eli skills to drawing lands, right?
Oh yeah, of course. That's the real deal.
I almost just cast completely the wrong card with the same converted mana cost, but a much older border. All right. And go.
Okay.
So I gotta ask, what do you? I mean, well, don't spoil the deck. I was gonna say, are you using Blood Rage Brawler in a more broken way, or are you just using it for damage pusher in an efficient deck?
Well, technically, yeah. I'll show you in a second.
Damage pusher. I mean, I saw the Embalm dudes.
Oh, Embalm and.
I think I'm gonna do this. Leave up some interaction. Oh, there's another one of those. It's always a good one to have.
Don't worry, we have another game to play. Hopefully I don't get meta screwed.
Ooh, this dude gets huge, by the way. That guy is spooky.
That guy is huge.
Embalm is pretty spooky against this deck, because this deck likes to counter spells, and it also mills people. Although, one question I've got, because I don't actually remember the rules on this, when you Embalm, is the converted mana cost 0 of a card? Or is it the converted mana cost of its simulacrum, if you will?
It should be of the card.
It should be what? Of the card?
Of the card.
I thought it was a zombie token, though, so shouldn't a zombie token be 0? Because it's black zombie token, right?
We'll Google it later.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious now. I'm not going to mill you right now. I may mill you on the end step. We'll see.
Of all the land that I could have got, that was not the one I was looking for.
Well, it is a land at a minimum.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm just going to do this for now. Keep on looking.
Oh, wow,
there's
really?
evacuation. Yeah, it says, ooh, precog field? Alrighty.
I know
I'm a big
you
fan.
I
don't really need precog field. I don't really need precog field that bad. I mean,
yeah,
I already have the win con. No, I'm lying. I want precog field, but I'm gonna discard anyways. So I might as well play a permanent out. Let's be honest here. All right, yeah, precog field, and I don't have to discard. Sweet. I can exile that island, so I never have to see it again. All right. Well, spell burst is a lot worse against embalm critters. At a minimum, evacuation is quite good against embalm critters.
Evacuation is really good against them.
I also think repeal works very well against. I think it's 1 mana to repeal someone with it.
That's the best thing in the world.
All right, get milled for 8. I don't really need more cards right now. You know, am I drawing this island? Not in particular. Actually, I think drawing lands when you have a... Eh? What happened? I didn't even look. Oh, Sapperling Burst. Oh, wow. This is kind of like the pre-modern deck you were playing the other day, except for I think it may have more value.
Oh, this one's the Temur Ascendancy one.
I've actually played that deck once. It looks a little different than the one I played against, though. That card is a bomb, by the way. Temur Ascendancy is rough.
It's really good.
Yeah, that's rough to... This deck may have actually a very tough time if you hit your marks.
Yeah.
Mana. I can see why you play the Blood Rage Brawler now. Having haste on a 4-power attacker for 2 mana that also enables your resolution of what have you, nonsenses, embalm dudes. Seems good.
Yep.
I think repeal is actually probably the best card in this whole pile of cards.
Against me right now, yep. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, because the way I die in this matchup is like you land Temur Ascendancy, dudes try to beat me to death. I mean, not that that's likely to work, but okay. All right, get milled for 9.
Get milled.
Just get milled out on the embalm deck. Seems good. Steel
What do we
Gunman.
want to discard now?
What did he discard?
Just a burst.
All right, another burst.
I don't think there's any way I'll win this game.
No, from this position, I don't think it's possible either, man. I really don't think so. I mean, I have 4 counter spells. One of them untaps my multiple mana producing lands. And I actually think I can't quite mill you yet. I'll mill you in probably 2 turns. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I won't argue with that. So embalm nonsense. Probably want another one of these. I am gonna take the Pepsi test here and see if repeal works for 0 or for 1 mana against your dudes. What's that?
Somebody put a Saga Mauler in the sideboard.
Oh, did they? The card is just sweet, right? I don't know if I want that. So I have an interesting sideboard option in Cranial Archive, but I really don't know if that's necessary, to be honest. I don't know.
I don't know. It's interesting.
What's that now?
It's interesting either way. Like,
yeah, I mean, I may cut the Encroaching Waste, although Encroaching Waste, the only reason Encroaching Waste would be useful is if, like, I got to a position of inevitability and just want to start cycling my Glimmer Post with elixirs.
Mhm.
But that seems like a win more play in general. Give me
so-
1 second, dude. I'm going to fill up my cup of coffee, and I'll be back in, like, 45 seconds, all right?
Yeah, just give me a couple minutes,
right,
too. Yep.
Yeah, man. Alrighty, man. I'm back if you're back.
All right, brother, you back?
Yep.
All right, let me jam the headset in.
Perfect.
Alright. Oh yeah, this stand's got the nonsense going on. It's a keeper. Probably gonna get overrun, but hey, blue deck wins, right?
Blue deck wins.
Doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it?
Negative.
In this format, I do think post deck wins. Post. So I was kind of chatting with you about that, and I guess for the viewership, I mean, if they're like committed PD fans, they either probably know this or they'll wildly disagree with me. I think post tends to define this format as of right now. I think it's actually the most defining card of the format at the moment. Not that there aren't other good decks or decks that can challenge its how good it is, but I do think because of post, I think mid-range suffers right now. I think post foments, either an arms race on the aggro end or end basically in the post mirror. It's kind of a conclusion I came to while playing the approach deck. That card is a no-go, Ghost Rider. That card will get me. Will get me good.
That card will get you good.
That card's a no-go. Even if I evacuate. This deck's always kind of playing to the evacuation out. At a minimum, you didn't get the value Blood Rager. So angry. All right. Elixir. Don't have that dissolve, man. You got to get it down now.
Yeah.
They have another Syncopate, though. This deck only runs 3 Pates, though.
Really? Only 3?
Yeah, Syncopate's actually worse in this style of deck, I think. I think you either want a hard counter or you want burst. Because, like, burst with post is just stupid. Like, the general theory of play for this deck is, I mean, precognition field's the obvious engine, but the other half of it, just to stall the game out, is, all right, man, I've got spell burst, I've got, like, 20 post, go ahead. So what you end up doing is, precognition field or not, you eventually evacuate with vast mana advantage on the board and then just counter all their spells in the backswing. Yep, that's going to happen.
Is it now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Somebody's got something.
Ooh. Was this dude in the sideboard too? That card is sweet, by the way. I have actually played that Deuterino in Hunter card before. I'm going to gain some random life. Changed it to, a 2-turn clock. Doesn't look good. All right. Here you go, my man. Actually, it's actually relevant because there's a card that I need right now called Evacuate that is actually not in my hand. So this gives me 2 draw steps to see it, if I'm not mistaken. Putting me to 1. I mean, if you have Bolt or Burst Lightning or anything, I just die, or I'm forced to counter it. All right. I'm down to 9. All right.
I've got the crazy 4/3s coming in. Oh, you got a post, gain some life.
Yeah, but I don't think it's an exceedingly relevant amount, to be honest. It had to be 13 if I wanted it to be a relevant number, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 or lower is about the same, especially if I have like a repeal or something along those lines. Yeah, Woodland Wanderer is a sweet, sweet card. I'm a big fan. All right, take 8 down to 3. Dead to most burn. Not burst, though. Burst is the most common burn in the format.
No,
all right.
I got tricks, buddy. I got tricks.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Does that kill me this turn? I'm surprised you would do that into repeal.
Well, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, then...
Yeah. Or if I have, the other thing that this kind of gets owned by is evacuation right now would be a rough beats. But you got me. I don't have it. I reveal my hand. I couldn't counter that thing. There was the evacuation, so I did need that last turn, and I think I probably turned at that point.
Yeah.
So evacuation was my next card. That probably was a turning point in the game. All right.
That's a
I can bring in trick.
Spend.
What's that now?
That's a heavy counter hand.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that hand would have been happier on the play than the draw, but I had some time to draw out of it. And, generally speaking, like I think you're fine with this deck. keeping a counter-heavy hand and just drawing out of it because, I mean, it's a 26-land deck. Like, and it needs its lands, so generally speaking, I think you have to get a little comfortable with your hands and maybe even a little bit greedy because it does want its cards as well. And, like, you know, you're obviously having an evacuation in the opener is like one of your more optimal line or draws, but yeah, you're not always going to get that, right?
Nope. Not always.
All right. Well, no turn one post, just an island go.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Possibly. All right. Nothing from you either. It would seem. Okay. First post. Up to the big 2/1. It means your blood ragers can rage on for an extra turn.
Yep.
If you've got one. All right, no tap land on this turn. We're gonna rage on. No, we're gonna rattle our claws. All right. Alrighty, here you go. You gonna cast a morphed Segu Mauler?
Maybe.
I hope so. I really hope you sideboarded the Segu Mauler in. That thing is huge.
I'm trying to decide if I just want to get damage in right now.
I don't know, man.
Probably have a dissolve or
So
something.
here's the thing. It's 6 of one, half dozen the other against this deck. I either have repeal or I have a counter spell. If you play your mana efficient spell and I counter it, that sucks. But I do have spell burst in the deck, which right now you can currently beat on a 4-drop. You know, I also have dissolve, but and I also have power sync, but I only have 3 sync. I have, I think, 3 to 4 burst, 3 burst, and then 4 dissolve, and then 4 repeal are in deck right now. I sideboarded one of my repeals back in. And then the big one you have to worry about is evacuate, obviously, long term. All right. Unfortunately, I have this one answered.
That's okay.
Top that.
Sometimes you gotta beat those kind of spells.
I don't mind countering a 4/4. It's just this deck needs to play to the long game. I think here what we end up doing is this. I think I just go ahead and repeal this Deuterino.
That's a good choice.
That was a nice draw. Yep, and then play this thing out and say go.
All right.
Yep. All right. Well, it looks like you're going to replay your dude again, which is nice. That means we bought a little tempo, unless you play a 4/3.
Yep. Let's do that. Let's just cast this guy out.
Nice. I feel like that was a good choice on my part to repeal him then.
Yeah, it was good.
All right. Well, post and go. Go, my friend. You're going to bolt me?
Yeah, just shock you.
Okay. Shock is good. I don't know. I may even... I guess you don't want to save it till later because, I mean, I do have Spellburst in deck. I just got my first post down. Yeah, I guess getting a 5-drop, 1-drop countered for, like, 4 mana or 5 mana would seem pretty rough. All right, Evolving Wilds. All right. Okay.
All right, let's see if you have a counterspell.
I do. I really didn't want to spend this one on it, but I'm going to because that card is a huge time problem.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, got to do it. Just got to do it. I wanted to save that, but not going to get to. Okay. I don't like where this is going. Go ahead. Yeah, actually, both the Ascendancies are pretty good. Like, both the actual playable Ascendancies, Jeskai Ascendancy and that one are both, I think, quite strong.
Yeah.
Well, that guy's a big gentleman. We're gonna anticipate here.
Digging for a counterspell now?
So I don't think I'd counter this guy. I think I would prefer to like bounce him or something like that. How much does this guy cost to cast? Like 6? A lot of mana to cast. I think I'm just gonna grab this and put these in the bottom. And then I'm gonna fact.
Oh, wow. Well, good thing I got that down quick.
So this deck expects, I think, generally to take a beating pretty early. All right. Okay.
I don't know if the split's good. I don't like the split.
I don't know. It's an interesting split. That split. Okay. All right. Well, I'll take the gas, the action pile.
That's fair.
And cool. I kind of should. Oh, you didn't attack. Interesting. Okay. You're like invasive surgery.
Oops.
All right. Yeah, you go.
Don't worry, I will attack this turn though.
You sure you don't want to like give me an extra? Don't do me an extra 8 damage. All right.
Not this turn.
You're like double Gore Clan.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. That would actually be 1 short. It'd be 1 damage. I think. Yeah, it'd be 1.
Don't worry, I'll do it once next turn. We'll be good. Time to stack the elixir.
No, I'm gonna put your stuff back in hand. If you're fine with that.
Sure. Why not?
Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna anticipate here.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that, I think. Okay. So I actually am curious to see what is the embalm cost on that that Hydra. Is it like kind of like the old 6/6 Madness card?
4.
The one that like cost.
Yeah.
It's 4. Yeah. It's exactly. It's like a copy of God. I can't think of the card's name. Roar the Worm.
Yep.
The one that costs like a bazillion to make a 6/6, and then like it costs like 4 to make it if it's in the graveyard. It's like, oh, this is a really hard synergy to get going. So we may try that. We'll see.
Let's recast this big bed.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see what my options are before I do anything here. You know what? I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see more. So I'm gonna counter. I want to see if like when you bring this guy back, this works. I'm just curious to see if I can repeal him or not for just like 1 mana. I think I can. I actually want my top card. Yeah, I do. So I'm not gonna elixir here yet. All right. Post. How lucky. Go.
All right. For the sake of science, let's do this.
All right. I'm almost 90% positive I can bounce it for 1 mana. All right. 4. Yeah,
you can do it.
I'm actually exactly positive now. It's a white zombie?
It's a white zombie. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I knew it was 0. I forgot they were white. I thought they were black zombies. White zombies makes no sense. I guess it's the whole Amonkhet thing or whatever.
Yep.
It seems like a flavor fail to me. All right, let's see what I draw. Maybe I need to counter this Rattleclaw. Probably not. Oh, that seems good.
Well, it's kind of like having a red angel, right? It's like, yeah.
That's true. Chroma.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell?
Did we have an Achroma incident last time we played in pre-modern? Achroma worship. Dude, that was just an awesome combo. I'm like, man, this seems really good against Gabos because like.
It's like, oh man, that's.
All right, I'm gonna take this. All right, I'll do this because I want more gas in my library. I've got a lot of nonsense in my yard. I don't think I can reasonably counter a Rattleclaw Mystic. So I'm going to do this.
I thought we already passed that. Like, wow, what's going on?
All right. Another Glimmer Post if I really want another one to gain some random-ass life. All right. Well...
This blue deck's insane.
What's that now?
This blue deck's insane.
It's so I went 4-1 with this list. I do enjoy it. Pretty solid. It's why post, like I was saying, post is just like stupid in this format, and it just allows so much silly nonsense to exist like this. Like this deck can really probably almost never lose in a control mirror, and even against aggro, it's not bad. Like it's like the whole game plan is all right, evacuate and leave Spellburst up and just counter every single thing because I have 40 bazillion mana and you got 6 or whatever it is. All right, well, seeming pretty good. And if I ever get a precog field, I think the game just utterly ends there. All right, the old Burstarino.
Yep.
All right, well, sorry, man. I gotta say no to Burstarino.
It's okay.
Not feeling Burstarino right now.
I'll put
that great card on my top of my deck.
Okay.
All right.
I do like the Sands of Time, but not under your control.
Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately,
Get the
that's
burst.
just enough to cast a
wow.
buyback. Oh!
It burns.
Oh! No, I wouldn't have countered that if I didn't have an answer to a 2-mana spell that likely killed my Sands. I do like your choice. Very professional choice in Naturalize Art.
Yeah.
Big fan. All right. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, the silly thing is, like, even if that resolves, like, I just, put the Sands back in my deck with Elixir and, just go find it again or whatever.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing this nonsense deck can do, it's get through some cards. Once it gets a precog field down and, like, exiles all of its worthless lands, then it really gets through cards. All right. What do we got?
Just try to get some more damage down.
All right.
Not gonna happen. I get it. I understand.
I'll just 2-land recurring counter spell is Hammer Bogardian counter.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'll sit on the edge of my seat in anticipation. Probably don't need evac or repeal right now, so I'll just take this goofy thing.
You should actually have one mountain and a fireball.
That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Did I show you that draft deck I did in Cube? The Cube deck was awesome. So, like, the deck was a Palinchron High Tide loop deck.
Oh, wow.
No, this is the best part, though. So it didn't get any of the good win cons. It didn't have Mind's Desire / Brain Freeze. What I ended up getting, and it was like second to last pick, was the only fireball in that format, which is Bonfire of the Damned. So you not only had to use Bonfire of the Damned at like full X-ray, you had to find the Singleton Mountain, and you had to do double the loops with Palinchron to do a 20-point fireball. It was so great because I actually went 2-1 with it. It was the best. I mean, I was so happy with that list. It was just very fun.
So
I shouldn't tap out here. All right, cool.
I don't know what.
I debated tapping out, but that doesn't seem good to me. Oh, All right, well, go ahead. It's typical blue deck wins for you. Just sit around and do nothing for like 40 million turns and eventually win.
Don't worry.
The chance of you having something that what's that now?
You'll be able to mill me out in 2 turns.
Yeah, but I have to be careful about it. I don't want to have to make it like 20 turns because you blow up my Sands of Delirium and I can't find the damn thing again. All right, yeah. Just tap all this colorless nonsense and get you for 13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a race.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, let's see what I can embalm now.
Alright, get repealed.
Get banned, huh?
Oop, wrong card. I don't really need to cast another Factor Fiction, or do I? Nah, just anticipate. Just find the last Glimmer Post. No, there's another Cloud Post. Probably take it over Rewind, because mana is awesome. Draw these cards again.
Mana is awesome. Alright. Wow.
Alright. Well, post. Alright, go on ahead. Actually, how much is this? I don't think I can do 27 right now. It's a lot of mana.
You can do 26.
All right. Can I? Is that what it goes? No, I don't think it goes to that, man. That's 12 plus. Well, next turn I could do a lot, but that's 12 plus 10. I can do 22 right now. So next turn. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I guess I could spell burst that, but is it better to win the game or just like sit around and be a dirtler?
You could dirtle.
I could just do 15 here. Should be good enough while still leaving up a vast array of counter spells. just an absurd amount of counter spells. I kind of want to look at how you sideboarded. Did you bring in the Segu Mauler?
No, I brought in.
No, why wouldn't you bring him in? He's awesome.
I might have. I don't know. Let's see.
He's actually a really good combo with Rattleclaw Mystic. Oh, this card's a combo card. All right. Oh, I didn't find another nonsense post. Oh, I didn't even need to do it for all that. All right. Well.
Huh. That's so gross.
There's 12. It is stupid. It's like the coolest win con ever, though. Like, it was funny. I was playing some dude the other night. He's on a similar deck to the one you're playing. It was an Ascendancy deck, and he's just like, "How do you win?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna win with Sans Delirium." He's like, "That's gonna take forever." I'm like, "No. It takes about 2 turns to win with it once it's set up. It's pretty quick. It's pretty goofy. There's even sometimes you actually use it to combo out with your own precog field if you don't want to exile certain targets, but you really don't want to draw them. I've done that before." Sans Delirium. Actually, this card was a bomb in Limited too. I wouldn't say quite on the level of the 5-mana Jace that used to mill 10 cards in 40-card decks, but
yeah.
But Sans was actually like one of the central engine pieces in that format, whatever it was, M12 or M13. Maybe it was 14 that it was in. I can't recall now, or it could have been Origins. I don't know. I'm bad with card sets, like we already established, but it was good there. All right, man. Well, do you want to play more Penny Dreadful? I can play you with a non-blue deck.